Well, hello everyone, and welcome to this all signs reading. This is specifically for twin flame relationship and soulmate relationship. We're talking about divine masculine, divine feminine relationship in this video. This is a general reading and will not resonate with every single person. The people that I will resonate with are my soul tribe and my soul group. If that's not you, then please go find another reading on the internet that maybe you can find your story. The energies can be reversed, so assign the roles as you please. If it doesn't resonate with you, stick around because there might be something in it you need to hear. These messages are timeless. If you're brought to this reading, this channel, it doesn't really matter when you were, just there's something in it for you, so keep listening. During this reading and all of my readings, the angels are bringing the Holy Fire Reiki energy to you. If you're wanting to know about the energy update I just did, it is actually on the screen right here. But I wanted to specifically do a twin flame soulmate one because that one was kind of it, but I wanted to really dive into it a little bit more. I am doing personal readings, so check out the link in the description box down below for my website. If you like this reading or entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. This way you get notified as soon as I post something new. I do want to thank all the people who subscribed to my channel and supported me in 2000. If you're new here, welcome, and thank you for coming and checking out my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so because that is actually how the universe knows that you are here. So if you want your energy in the readings, then please subscribe. And I want to thank the people who've donated, clicked on the links in my description box, got a personal reading for me, watched my ads associated with this video, and then watch my videos multiple times and keep coming back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going for a goal of 3,000 subscribers. If you've not yet subscribed and would like to support this channel, then please take a second to do so. If you think you're already subscribed, please make sure that you are, because YouTube does take subscribers off. All right, so I'm just going to have the universe give me a story. We're just going to go from there. Are you ready? So in this twin flame relationship, we have one person who's shining really brightly. And they're shining so brightly that they're doing that on purpose to bring in the other relationship. It's like these two relationships, one said that when the time is right, that they will come back and get the other one. It's kind of like that. Like, don't forget me. I'm going to have these major life experiences, and so will you. And when the timing is right, God will tap on your shoulder and he will tell you or teach you to shine bright. And teaching you means maybe you had to go through your own spiritual awakening. Maybe you had to heal many parts of yourself. Generally, this is going to be the divine feminine who healed many parts of herself, or the divine self. Doesn't have to be a her, because there's some men who are divine feminines or have the gender role of masculine like looking, but they're feminine energy. So the feminine energy is the one that healed first, and they're the one that is most influential in the relationship, and they have to be, and this was designed in this way for a purpose. So they're shining really bright, and they're saying, hey, look over here, and see me, okay? And on the other hand, we have the divine masculine who is overly protective of their heart. So the divine masculine has had too many experiences in their life right now where they have been hurt and hurt and hurt and hurt and hurt and hurt. And they have even gotten to the part where they have hardened their heart so much and got a wall so much around their heart that they've lost themselves. They don't even know who they are. And the divine feminine is the lighthouse in the storm. The lighthouse, the little blinking light, the flickering light that is saying, I'm right here. It's right here. Don't lose sight of the light. And the divine masculine is the one who's really closed off right now, okay, or is working on becoming vulnerable, okay. They have not come together just yet. They are working on this, but there's a lot of pain around the relationship. So they haven't come together. There has not been a reunion of these two souls just yet. There has been an awakening on both sides. And awakenings aren't just like once, wham, bam, I'm awakened now. No, it's like a little bit, like there's a seed planted and it grows. And they're like, oh, hey, there's a little, a little plant. I'm like, wow, that's interesting. And then the plant gets a flower, and then, you know, the plant has a fruit, and then all of a sudden it's like, it's this whole thing. But and when one is planted, it's not like that's planted and then that's it and now you're done. No, it's like something's planted, it grows, planted, it grows, planted, it grows. And the divine feminine didn't take like a month to become divine feminine. It took them probably years in order to get to this place and get to this space. Both of them are manifesting this though. Both of them, it's in the soul contract. It was always written to be this way, and it's manifested in this way. And now it's just, how can we, I think there's a lot on the 5D reality that is working beautifully to make this relationship go very well. But the 3D reality, it has not manifested yet. It hasn't manifested because there's something in the way, and it's the devil. The devil energy is in the way. So the divine feminine, more than likely, has released her devil energy. So it could be like releasing of a parent that was controlling over the divine feminine. It could be a spouse that was really controlling or had a lot of addictions or this codependent relationship or narcissism or anything like that. The divine feminine has have done a lot of releasing about that. Have they released everything? No, but I would say probably like 80%, 85 maybe. They're still working on it, but they have a lot that they've done. The divine masculine, on the other hand, is still working on releasing the narcissism. Now, is it their narcissistic wounds? It could be. Are they controlled by a narcissist? Possibly. Is it a parent? Probably. Is it a spouse? More than likely they married their parent. More than likely they married all the things that they didn't like about their parent, that they ended up marrying that person. And when I say the words married, I don't necessarily mean always that they're married. So don't take it and be like, oh, my person's not married. They could be married to a job. They could be married to a specific idea of limiting beliefs. Any sort of thing that would be able to bring in the devil energy. So the devil energy could be within themselves if they're not married. It could be within their workplace, like maybe they work too much, or it could be any of the addictions that they have that have surfaced for them. So I just need to be clear about that when I'm talking about married, we're talking about commitment to something that's bringing in the devil energy for them. And the divine feminine could have done that as well. I just feel like the divine feminines, so there had to be a certain point that she had to get to so that the divine masculine could start their journey. So very interesting. Okay, so where does this story want to go? Okay, so the next part of the story is what is the purpose of this relationship? The purpose of this relationship is equal give and take. The divine feminine has, in her life, given way too much. And the divine masculine in his life has given way too much. And they have married the devils. Okay? They've married into the devils. And that's because the relationship that they had to begin with was, in their childhood was the devil. But now they're moving on. And when they move on, it is forcing them to think about and to really reconsider having a reminiscing chat with someone about that they left out in the cold. So the divine masculine and divine feminine have left each other out in the cold. The reason why I'm saying they think about is because both sides are thinking about this reminiscing chats now, and God is preparing each of them for this chat this divine communication that's going to happen between the two of them. God is showing them scenarios in their mind about what it would look like if you talk to that person. It is a scary thing though, because if you've been left out in the cold, the last thing you want to do is go talk to the person that left you out in the cold. Okay, if you're feeling like that, or if you left someone out in the cold, the last thing you want to do is that. In some cases, the divine masculine needs to be the one that talks to the divine feminine, and vice versa. It could be the divine feminine. And so here's the how you know. Who was the last person to reach out to the other person? So there's a runner and the chaser. So if the person came to say, hey, you know, here's my apology, or hey, I want to reach out to you, or hey, I want to talk to you, and the other person ran and said, nope, not me, then it's that person that needs to reach out to the one who came to them. Okay, the person who ran is the one who has to come back. The divine feminine needs to have strength through this, okay, because the divine feminine has had a lot of growth, and it's hard sometimes after you've had a lot of growth to understand how in the world someone could let a relationship go on for so long, like let this just linger on forever. It's hard for them to understand that because they've had a lot of growth inside their soul to make them go, well, it's just hard to gain the perception of why they would want to wait any longer. Why would you want to wait any longer, right? There it is. The divine feminine is they want to have a long-term view and a long-term vision, but you know, because they've done so much work, it's hard for them to go, well, I guess the divine feminine is feeling like, well, what if I die tomorrow? Then I'm never going to have the opportunity to fix this issue. I'm never going to have the opportunity, right? And it doesn't necessarily have to be the divine feminine in this case. This is the person with the pentacles. This is the person who's done a lot of healing. This is the person who, I'm using divine feminine because that's what they gave me, because it was a feminine in the card. But really there's no gender to this card. It's just saying the person who is stable, reliable, who has taken care of their body and their mind and their spirit, and they're really good at like life. They figured out life. They don't understand why wouldn't you want to heal? Why wouldn't you want to dive head first into this? Why wouldn't you want to take care of this problem? I think that's why they struggle. So the person who's waiting doesn't have to fear, because the events are speeding up. The universe has working really hard on this person's judgment of themselves. So God is just saying, like, the events are starting to speed up, blocks are being lifted, we have lots of great energy coming in to help this person grow into what they need to grow into so they can feel confident enough to have this conversation. Because this person has been broken down a lot through the years. They haven't had healthy relationships with anyone. It's scary to them to think that the one person that they love beyond, like, this existence, they're afraid that that person will not accept them for who they are, because no one has. So why would you, is what they're thinking. So on one side, you have the person saying, well, dang, I don't understand what's taking so long. And then on the other side, the person saying, it's taken so damn long because I don't believe that you are going to give me the time of day. Why would you? I mean, I have been taught my whole life that I am nothing. I am worthless. Okay, where is this going? So we know that the communication is going to open up. Oh, wow. So, all right. So somebody's going to take a leap of faith. They're just going to say, forget it. I'm just going to do it. And they're going to move towards the other person. So there is going to be a reunion, a divine reunion. They know it's the right thing to do, but they haven't gotten the push that they need in order to move forward. But this person is, both people are ready to let bygones be bygones. And they have towered many times. Many times. The universe has thrown them into towers a lot of times. As many times as the divine feminine had towered. And divine feminines, just remember that. Think about when you first started to heal, how everything seemed like chaos, everything seemed like an upheaval, there was sudden changes, everything, everywhere, your world was just transforming, and it was even making, I mean, you just couldn't even like hold, I mean, it was like you felt like you were holding onto the oh shit handle the whole time. Like, oh my gosh, I just don't think I can do any more of this. And that's kind of where they're at. And when they're finally to the last bit of it, and they have the revelation and the true awakening to how amazing they are, then they will no longer ignore the relationship and ignore the situation, and they're going to come in. All right, let's get an overall outcome of this reading. it's, you know, your wishes are going to be fulfilled. I mean, that's awesome. I want an overall outcome. So they're going to turn into the King of Pentacles. So here we go. We have the Queen of Pentacles, who is really good at everything. Everything. I mean, this person is the complete package. That person's going to turn into the King of Pentacles, and then you have the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine relationship. But it won't happen without the Page of Swords coming in. And the Page of Swords is, it won't happen until the contract, the soul contract is fulfilled, that the sword of truth comes in. It won't happen until the Divine Masculine can speak his truth. And the Divine Masculine has to speak his truth to the Divine Feminine. That's where the healing is. It's the scariest part of the healing. But I think after you've had as many Tower moments as the Divine Masculine has had lately, you're not going to care. You're gonna be like, dude, okay, I just, you know, this, it's not half as bad as half the other stuff I've gone through. So I mean, talking to the Divine Feminine sounds like the scariest thing in the world, but really it's just, it's not as scary as I was thinking it was. I think that's kind of how they're going to come in, and it's just going to be, you know, they're going to talk about this entrapment. They're going to talk about how they've been trapped for so many years, and their anguish and their anger and their everything, and they're going to come to the Divine Feminine with this King of Cups. And this is the King of Cups with, he's holding the cups overflowing. He's holding the Ace of Cups. And so that's a good thing, because when these are paired together, it means that he's actually going, the King of Cups has the most love. Well, actually the Queen does, but when it's paired like this, he has the most love in the entire deck for this person, and he'll be willing to. So right now the Divine Masculine is so afraid of love and so afraid of emotions and so afraid of his feelings. And that makes, I mean, rightly so, you know, I mean, after you've been hurt as many times as this person has been, it's rightly so, okay, but it's all part of the healing, and the Divine Feminine is part of that healing. Like, their want to give their love to the Divine Feminine is healing them every step of the way. So the more they want to give the love, the more they work hard at trying to heal themselves. And they stop ignoring their lives, and they stop ignoring the love that they want, you know, they have for this person. It's like they honor it, they know it, and it's like they become more valiant in it. And it's like, you know what, I love this person, and I want to be the best person I can because this person is giving me a reason to be so. I never had a reason before. You know, I had reasons that I thought maybe that I should be this way, but then once the relationship got going, the Divine Masculine is saying, once the relationship got going, it turned into every single relationship I ever had, and sometimes they were worse, and sometimes they were more controlling and just horrible. It's like I married into these people, or I got with these people because I felt like they were gonna, you know, free me, and I felt the honeymoon period, and I thought it was amazing. And then once I get into the relationship and they have me and they have control over me, it all changes. And they know that's not going to happen with the Divine Feminine, because the Divine Feminine has never shown anything like that. In all the years that they've ever known this person, they have never shown what they end up. See, they think they find the Divine Feminine in all these other people, and then they realize once they get with the people, they're like, oh my God, this is not the Divine Feminine at all. And once they saw the Divine Feminine, they go, holy moly, that's exactly what I've been looking for. That's exactly my other half. That's exactly who it was supposed to be. And that's what I was saying earlier in the reading. They're like, oh my gosh, how did I not see that? How did I not see that? And you weren't supposed to. So Divine Feminines that are watching, you weren't supposed to see it. It was supposed to work out this way because there's a lot of healing and a lot of wisdom that you've learned, and you're so spiritually gifted, you don't know that, but the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, the Twin Flame reunion, these are really, really advanced souls. These are souls that have, the reason why they choose the Twin Flame journey is because they want a challenge. And this is your challenge. This is it. So go for it. Say, yeah, I'm going to take the challenge. I'm going to do what I need to do so I can move towards my Divine Feminine. And it will all play out exactly. Don't have any fear. It's all designed and all going to play out exactly the way that it's supposed to. And so it's going to be really beautiful once these people do get together. You get together with your Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. It's going to be really pretty. It's going to be really awesome. It's very stable. And it's the love will be around truth. It'll be around trust and truth, which I don't know if the divine masculine and feminine has ever had relationships like that where they could fully trust another person with their lives. And they fully felt stable with someone. They fully felt protected by someone. I don't know if the divine feminine has ever had that either, and I'm not sure the divine masculine has, but that's something they've been searching for. So everything you've been looking for in a person or in a relationship will be coming about in this soul relationship in this twin flame reading. All right, well, I was supposed to do that. I'm going to do a twin flame reading again for 1111 because that's actually twin flame numbers. And I don't know exactly when I'm going to do that. I have to wait until I feel the intuition. But let's go ahead and get some cards based on what they're thinking about. Yeah, I want to do the black set. That was an interesting reading. I haven't really read like that before, and I thought that it was interesting to try it. Okay, so here we go. Let's find out what they're thinking with these black cards that I don't normally use. So let's find out. So your person is saying, I want you by my side. They do. And if they do enough, then they'll do the healing that they need to do. And thank you for your beautiful light and energy in my life. Okay. So we meet again, my dear friend, through space and across time. I love you, I hate you, and I can't live without you. Oh, isn't that a twin flame journey right there? Good Lord. I desire you deeply and eternally. I can't bear to build it all again, to watch it all wash away. That's what they're afraid of. That's a fear. So divine masculine, that's a fear. It's something that you need to look at. It's something you need to write out and say, what am I afraid to build, and what am I afraid that will go away? What will I afraid will be abandoned? What will I afraid will be taken from me again? Because that's just a fear, and fears aren't real. They're not energy to manifest in. All right. All I ever wanted and needed is in you. I can't bring myself to open up and let you in. So that's the divine masculine's journey. They have to have that journey to feel open enough that they can let this person back in. So let's see the other side. That was divine masculine cards. Let's see if we can get divine feminine. What are they thinking about divine masculines? Sure. You are my dream come true. I'm shocked by your existence. I am burning with passion for you. I will do anything to bring you happiness. Now that's the codependency of the divine feminine. That's what you're working on, divine feminine. You're working on the fact that you try to make everybody happy. And it's not about making other people happy. You make people happy when you are happy. Okay? I remember you. I will remember you. All right. I can't handle heartbreak anymore. Yeah, divine feminine has been through some stuff too. That's true. I have tried telling you the truth so many times, but I just cannot for some reason. Yeah, there's some, the relationship around the divine masculine and divine feminine is like, you write stories about this crap. Like, it's like, you know, this is where like good love stories are made from. Because there is a deep love that this person, I feel like the divine feminine may have felt some guilt and shame around the fact that they love this person. Maybe they felt like they weren't supposed to, you know. You turned loose heaven within me. So I guess by watching you or feeling you or listening to songs, that the divine feminine is like, when I do that, it's like I feel like I'm in heaven. Like I just feel like I'm in heaven with you. You are worth fighting for. They're worth fighting for you just as much as you're worth fighting for them. So that is what the divine feminine is thinking and feeling. I want to see where this love is right here. And then we'll get some advice cards. And then we will be done with this reading. This is an interesting reading. Calling in your soulmate. Yeah, told you. You got it. Your prayers, your affirmations, your visualizations bring you together. So you should be doing that. Trust this. So both of you guys have an issue of trust in your lives where you were not able to trust people. And this is going to help you with that. It's going to help you bring wisdom about trust and help you bring faith in humanity and faith in God and faith in the world, because trust is such an important part of a relationship. And if you guys have never had that opportunity, flirt, you guys are going to be flirting. Woo! Nice. This is a past life relationship, which we knew that. And there's lots of chemistry here. You guys are going to be getting to know each other again, and that will help you to free yourselves again. Okay, so keep an open mind on this relationship. For those of you guys that have been kind of shocked by who your twin flame is, and you're not really shocked, but you're like, wow, this is like the one person that I'm not able to even speak to. So some of you guys aren't able to speak to them because you're holding back, and other of you guys are not able to speak to because they won't talk to you. So it's like, well, how do I even try to have this relationship become something if they won't talk to me, right? I don't know which one's harder. All right, give us some information. All right, so we have nothing is yet set in stone. So just because you might see the person is married, or you might see the person has commitments, or maybe the person lives like in another country, just somewhere far away, nothing is set in stone. And as long as you're not talking, nothing will come of the situation, because you're not having the communication that's going to heal this relationship. Believe in the impossible, because that is what will help you bring you guys together. It's that visualization that they were talking about. See yourselves being passionate with each other. See yourselves, imagine yourselves sitting in the car together. Imagine yourselves laying by each other in the bed or something like that. Imagine yourselves in bed with each other, right? I mean, that's hot. Anyway, a new start is coming, and your commitment to each other is being tested. So, interesting. That is interesting and beautiful. All right, guys. So I hope you like this reading. I hope you're entertained in some way. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. On the screen is the reading I just did before this one, and also the life lessons. So you can check out that playlist here too. Have a great day. Bye.